Hi everyone, this is John, and this is my video to talk about the fear of the Lord. Something that shows up a lot in Proverbs, 19 different times actually. So one way I'd like to approach this is by talking about the nature of God. So God doesn't just show love, God is love. And He doesn't just speak truth, He is truth. And that's important because it means love and truth aren't just ideas that we try to live up to. They're actual reflections of who God is. So when we act in love and in truth, we're aligning ourselves with God's nature. And I think that's where reverence comes in. God is holy. God is worthy. So when we say the fear of the Lord, part of that is a posture of worship, a kind of awe. Proverbs 9:10 says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is insight. That verse connects fear directly to understanding. If we want wisdom, we have to start with the right view of God. But it doesn't stop there though, because God isn't just love and truth. He's also just. His very nature is justness, we could say. That means He corrects what's wrong. He disciplines His children. So there's another layer to this fear that goes beyond just reverence, I think. It's more like real fear. The kind of fear you have when you know you're on the wrong path and the one who sees all is about to call you out. So, in Proverbs 3:7 says, "Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil." That's not a soft language. That's a warning. Or we could look at Proverbs 10:27. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. That's a serious contrast. Or this one, Proverbs 1:29 through 31. It talks about people who, quote, hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. And as a result, they face the consequences of their own choices. It's saying, you wanted to do things your way. Okay, enjoy the outcome. That's sarcasm. But that's justness. And honestly, that should stir a little fear in us. So I don't think that we should soften this concept too much. There's a range in Proverbs when it talks about fear. Sometimes it's awe. Sometimes it's that sense of, I want to honor God. Other times it's a holy trembling, knowing that God corrects and even disciplines those He loves. It's not an emotional overreaction. That's just being spiritually aware. But the beautiful part is that this fear leads to life. Proverbs 14:26 and 27 says, "The fear of the Lord, in the fear of the Lord, one has strong confidence, and his children will have a refuge." The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, that one may turn away from the snares of death. That's not a fear that paralyzes. That's a fear that protects. That's the kind of fear that says, God sees everything, and that's a good thing. I'm safe when I walk with Him. For me, one of the things, music always helps me bring things to life. And lately I've been listening to Spirit Lead Me by Influence Music. It's all about surrender, letting go of control. And I think that ties in here. Because fear of the Lord is also about trust. Saying, God, I don't just respect you. I trust you. I trust you enough to let you lead. So if I had to sum it all up, I'd say this. The fear of the Lord is our response to the whole nature of God. His love, His truth, His justness, and much more. But it leads to reverence. It leads to wisdom. And yes, sometimes it should lead to trembling. But that's not something to avoid. That's something to lean into, because it's how we stay grounded, and it's how we grow. So thanks for listening.